So, good afternoon, Yev. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Yes. And so, Yev, today is your scheduled interview, and I'm going to start right away because I'd like to cover as many questions as I can
Mhm.
because you're the only one, right? And so, try to just answer the questions
Okay.
the way you want to answer them. Okay. So,
Okay.
yeah, the first question is, what was the most valuable experience you had in my class?
The most valuable experience. Uh, actually, uh, I think that my English has been improved a little bit. I feel that not a lot, but I feel that it became better.
Mhm.
And also the experience it was lots of fun, so I wasn't boring with the lessons, with all
Mhm.
the classes, with the class itself. So it was fun, it was engaging, entertaining, and I also I learned about other students, about their lives, and also I was very happy with you as a teacher.
Yeah. Thank you so much, you. And what were the top three things you learned this term?
Top three things. Uh, I believe that I gained some confidence in speaking.
Mhm.
Also, one of the advices that you gave, I really took it, so I kind of accepted it, and I consider it very valuable. So we need to try to elevate our English, even
Mhm.
though we can express ourselves. We can express our point, right? But it's not enough. We need to make our English more complex, or more sophisticated, and
Mhm.
more educated, kind of to sound like an educated person. It's just one of the things that I can.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. That's very, very true. And I meant it really. I was serious about it when I said it.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what did you find most engaging or interesting during the term?
Engaging, of course, your style of teaching. So you make the classes personal. So we are just not like some persons without names that attend
Mm,
classes like mechanically. So we know each other by names. We know each other's where we
mm.
work. So it was engaging. Like we were working as a group. So that's why I like the class. Just one of the aspects.
Yes, and thank you for that. And yes, of course. Okay, it's your first time in my class, and some of the students were my former students in level 6, 7. But for you, it's your first time. What surprised you about the class? Like the class,
Mhm.
the teacher, and what surprised you?
What surprised me, uh, uh, I was positively surprised by the way you teach. Of course, I already mentioned that, so I like it the way you teach, and also that you allow everyone to be in the class, to have a conversation, to contribute, to learn. So it's just uh, and how this systematic your approach. So I was surprised not every teacher has this, uh, at least at my experience. So I haven't seen this a lot. So I like that.
And what was the most challenging concept or topic you encountered in the class?
The most challenging. Uh, this present perfect continuous,
Mhm.
future present perfect, future
Yeah,
present
no,
perfect,
future perfect.
future. Yeah, sorry, future perfect. So it's even difficult to name the tense.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it I feel that I mastered it. So it was a difficult subject for me, and I feel that I now confident At
Mhm.
least I feel that way, that I'm confident in, and I understand how it can be used and why
Yes,
it exists. Because
yes, and how the sentences are phrased, right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
did you like when I told the students that phrase, like the future perfect has, I mean, it consists of two actions that
Hmm.
will be completed in the future, right? And
Hmm.
then I explain which of the two actions should be said in the future perfect. Did you like that
Yes,
idea?
yes, yeah. Of course, of course, yeah. So you have.
Yes, like yeah, I think yeah, honestly, I feel that that kind of explanation is actually I haven't seen it
Hmm.
online,
Yeah,
like on the
yeah.
internet,
True.
right? It's just like I think like the way I explain it to the students is based on the analysis that I did. Like
Hmm.
I was asked a question in the past, and then my brain worked like a computer, and then I said, oh my God, what a very good question. And then I analyzed it, and I was able to deliver that kind of explanation.
Hmm.
And how did you feel about the classroom environment?
Classroom environment. You mean the technology behind that? The avenue,
No,
uh, the atmosphere.
the
Yeah.
atmosphere in the class.
The atmosphere is very friendly. So, and it was, I was amazed to see how newcomers, new joiners, they were at first were, kind of very shy, and it took just only maybe 2 3 classes, and after that they joined the group and they felt themselves very relaxed. So kind of I was amazed by that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that is one thing that I'm very proud of as a teacher. Like, because I believe that in order for the student to be able to participate and to learn English, they have to be comfortable. And
Hmm.
so that was my first goal in the class, to make the students feel that nobody will judge them, that they are there to learn. Everybody is the same. And so, and I succeeded. That's why,
Yeah.
you
Yes.
see
Yes.
Leju,
Yeah.
Amira, and
Yeah.
Lubab, Olga, they all became very, very confident.
Yes. Yes.
What did you find the whole term beneficial for you? In what sense?
Yes. Of course, I did. Kind of. I have already mentioned that I gained some confidence in speaking, and also the pronunciation. Your advices about pronunciation, some
Mhm.
tips. Kind of I became focused more on my own pronunciation, on my
Mhm.
own errors. Kind of I realized at least some of my errors, and I kind of try to improve them in my speaking. Uh,
Yes. And what would you tell a prospective student who would ask you about the class and the teacher?
um, I would tell them just not to think, and if there is an opportunity to join your class, just to do it immediately, because as the class is full, and if there is a space and there is a room, it will quickly become filled, right? So just to
Mhm.
join as quickly as possible. So just
Yes, and our class, actually, our daily class has or had a minimum of 28 students.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, we have 30 students on the list, and then 28 are coming every day. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
so what does it mean? It means that the students, they find the class very beneficial. And what feedback do you have about? You already spoke about it, about my teaching
Hmm.
style. Okay, let's move on to the next one. What could I have done differently to better support your learning?
Uh, just I'm glad with everything, and just I would like to continue this way. It will I will feel that it will be beneficial for me. Just maybe a little bit. It would be great for me if we could have the impromptu conversations, kind of
More, right?
more impromptu
Yeah,
conversation.
we did that I
Yeah,
think 3 times, and
yeah,
you're saying that we have to have more of that because that is
yeah.
something that will really train you to be able to speak about something with no preparation, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
because real life is no preparation.
Hmm.
You know,
Hmm.
you do not prepare when you go shopping. You do not prepare. Okay, so
Right.
how yeah, you know what I mean?
Yes, and this
Yes,
requires experience, to be able to kind of
yes, and yeah,
have a,
constant
yeah,
practice
yeah.
and
Hmm.
daily drills. And what are your goals for the next term?
Just to continue learning and follow the agenda of the
Hmm.
class.
Any final thoughts?
Uh, just happy to be here, and would be glad uh, if I would be able to continue learning this
Yes.
course. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, I'll. We're done for today, and I'll. Yeah, please return to class at 8:30.
I won't be able, Andrew, unfortunately, because I need to kind of meet my wife. She's working late.
Mhm.
Yes, so
Oh,
just
okay. Yeah,
it.
that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I just wanted the students to return to class at 8:30 in Avenue, so
Hmm.
that they can say goodbye, and they can see again everybody. Yes. Okay. So, but if you can't, no problem.
I'll
Okay.
I'll try. I'll try, but I need to check with my wife.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure. Sure. No
Hmm.
problem. So
Hmm.
I'll see you anytime soon,
Sure.
and I hope we can meet in person.
Yes. Thank you, Andrew.
Okay. You're welcome.
Have a great day.
Okay. Okay. Bye. Bye. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Hello, Irene.
Hey, good morning, Andrew.
Yeah. Yeah. Please open your camera, Irene.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, here.
I let Paola in, but she's not here yet.
Oh,
Okay. So anyway, we're gonna start.
okay.
Okay, we're gonna start. So Irene, good to see you today.
Good to see
You're
you too.
looking wonderful.
Thank you.
And so, Irene, let's start by me asking you, what was the most valuable experience you had in the class?
Oh, Paola is here. Okay. The most valuable, uh, the most thing I got in this class was the confidence that you inspired me. Everyone in this class was very, very supportive, and I came here to learn to improve my speaking actually, and I think the everybody was they already knew the mission, and everybody was like, oh, Irene, you are so good, you speak so well English. And I was like, okay, what am I doing here? And actually I came here every day just to have that boost, because yeah, I needed that. I need to know that I was doing good in English, and you helped me to improve absolutely my speaking. Thank you for that.
You were actually a late bloomer because, like, you started the class, you were quiet, and suddenly 2 weeks ago, you were like talking like a lawyer. I
Yeah,
was profoundly impressed, Irene, honestly speaking. So,
thank you.
Paula, what were the top 3 things you learned this term? It sounds like your microphone is not
Yeah.
working.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, okay, okay.
So the three most important concepts that I have learned during this term, they were the past perfect tense,
Really?
the future perfect tense, and the passive voice. For some reason, the passive voice was something that in my mind was like extremely hard, and I
Mhm.
just didn't understand the concept properly. But after you taught us the lesson, it was like, oh, that's the
Yeah.
secret, and
Yeah,
we can
yeah.
find like the way for that. So those were the
Yeah.
three topics like for me.
Hmm. Yev told me the same thing. Before you, I spoke with Yev, and he told me the same thing.
Mm.
But he mentioned the future perfect. He said, in the beginning, really, he did not understand the future perfect, but now he can use the future perfect with confidence. Okay. So, Irene,
Mm.
what did you find most engaging or interesting during the term?
I think learning about the tenses like past perfect and perfect future.
Mhm.
Is it correct? Learning about the tenses,
Yeah, yeah, future.
because yeah, absolutely. Whenever I'm speaking, I am like, I don't really know if I'm saying the right thing exactly in the right correctly. And when I learned that with you, I was it it was like absolutely what I needed when I am speaking with someone and trying to use those tenses in my answers. Yeah. That was what I learned, and the other thing that I got from the class was when we were talking about idioms in professional environment,
Uh-huh.
and those are absolutely helpful for me, and I loved it. And the other things were vocabulary, because whenever we are in class, you take time just to talk about stories, but they are not only stories; they are stories with meaningful
And
vocabulary,
relevance.
and yeah, absolutely. And I learned many vocabulary with your speaking, with your stories, with the time you take with us talking about life and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much, Irene.
Mm.
Yes, yeah, yesterday, I was talking to the students during the interview, and I said, it's too bad Irene lives in Ottawa. Because if Irene lives in
Really,
Mississauga, I will call her, I would go with her and talk to her. She is an intelligent woman.
very too bad, very bad. Because yeah,
Yeah.
I would like to come in Mississauga. I saw a video you put on Facebook. You were walking in the city, and the city was beautiful. I didn't know that your city was that beautiful, and I was like, oh, I
Oh,
should.
Mississauga is very beautiful.
Yeah, I didn't know, and I learned
Mhm.
that with your videos on Facebook, and I thought, I should probably
Yeah,
just go to
Mississauga
say
is the
hi.
fifth biggest city in Canada.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, so Paula, this is your first time to be in my class. What surprised you about the class?
I was pleasantly surprised by how engaging the class was.
Mhm.
So every class, you introduce new concepts, you introduce new like conversation activities,
Mhm.
new topics that make you like approve, improve yourself, and
Mhm.
also like introduce like a different concept on what your opinion or just general things that you didn't know. So that was like a pleasure to me just to join, because every time that I feel like I'm challenging myself just to get better every time, and I really enjoy join the class every night.
Mhm. Yes. And Irene, what was the most challenging concept or topic you encountered in my class?
I think that the future perfect was the thing that I was looking for in your class. It was a little challenging because I didn't know how to handle those dances. Yes, and I learned a lot with you.
But are you comfortable now?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Yes. Yeah,
Not,
because like
yeah.
yeah,
Sorry.
one of the reasons why, like you and Paula and you are you are way more advanced than other students, right? And so, but for me to hear that you found the future perfect or the past perfect uh, challenging, and now you understand, I just feel good about myself as a teacher, because what I do, Irene, is in general, what they do in general is I try to create a methodology that will be easy for the students to
Mm.
absorb. and I think I succeeded.
Absolutely, you did
Yes,
great.
because
Absolutely.
even here he told me, "Oh my God, right now I understand. I know how to use it, and
Yeah,
I understand why I'm using it."
absolutely. Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. And Paula, um, what was okay? How did you feel about the classroom environment, the classroom atmosphere?
So I feel very comfortable, confident. My classmates were respectful. They
Hmm.
were encouraging me all the time, like to participate. You don't feel like the nervousism when you are talking something that you are not sure about it, and you just feel like they are judging you or like
Hmm.
kind of like doing that thing. Not at all. So I feel pretty comfortable. They were also very supportive every time, and the organization of the classes was also a really good strategy. Like how you design the classes are very good, because at the beginning you always like start talking about something that happened to you or like a
Hmm.
memory or something, so that make you engage and also remember things that happened to you in the past, and then you feel like they like they like you feel like that I wanna participate, I wanna like also apport something to the topic. So yeah, it's pretty good. I really like it.
Um, Paula, I was surprised that you noticed this because this technique actually, I learned it from like try to watch stand-up comedians. Watch stand-up comedians, or if you watch Saturday Night Lives, Saturday Night Live. Before they call the performers, the 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 MC, will tell a story, funny story about himself. So what I did is that I adapted that and I said, okay, you know what? One way to engage the students and make it personal is to tell a story about me, about the past, stories that can inspire the students. And then after that, and then I did that in the past for like 5 to 7 minutes, and then after that I introduced the new lesson. That technique is intentional. It
Yeah.
did They did all of these everyday activities like that, our storytelling. I did not do them uh, accidentally. They were planned. It's my technique, right? As a
I knew
sailor.
it actually. I knew it because they were too good.
Exactly. Like, sometimes when he just started telling the story about like I visit my friend because he had a surgery, so every time like it's connected to something that happened,
Yeah.
they say, "Oh, like your everything is connected," but it's like a really good strategy.
Uh-huh.
And that's
And
a way to
also, yeah,
catch.
when I start telling about, I visited my friend had an accident. He had a cast,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. It's like I am making our class not just an English class,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a platform for everybody to have an opportunity to open up, to share,
Yeah.
and to be comfortable. That is what actually one of the reasons why the students are comfortable in my class. And like Cold Deep told me last night. She said, the best thing I like about your class, Andrew, is that when I am in the class and I speak, I know that no one is gonna judge me.
Absolutely.
I said, oh my God, Gold Deep, I cannot believe what you said. You touched me, because my purpose is also one of my intentions, right? To make sure that nobody in my class will be judged,
Mm.
because I've been there when I was young. And I'd like to correct what the people did to me when I was young by making a difference in the lives of my students today. Okay. So Irene,
Yeah.
um, did you find the whole term beneficial for you? In what sense?
Yes, absolutely. It's very sad that me and Paola came almost at the end of the term, but everything that I learned here in this class was absolutely beneficial. Either the speaking or the vocabulary or the idioms or even the tenses whenever you were teaching us about the all those things. it was absolutely helpful for me, because those were absolutely the things I needed for to improve my English, actually. Yeah.
Irene, I like the way you're using your adverbs,
Mm.
your adjectives.
Mm.
Yeah, when you're talking to me, right?
Mhm.
You're using a lot of intensifiers. Yeah,
Yeah.
you learn. Yeah, you know what I mean? You learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you and Paola, you are advanced students, right?
Mhm.
And what you do, I know your learning style. You
Mhm.
observe, and then you adapt.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you appreciate, you validate, and you do all of these things with humility.
Absolutely.
That's why you're
Yeah.
getting better. You're
Thank you.
getting better.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Irene, if you have a chance to come to Mississauga, and let me know, so I can also connect with Paula, and we can go together.
I will do. I will do. Absolutely. I will do.
Yeah, you're a nice, you are an intelligent, empowered woman, and you are so
Thank you.
nice. You know what I
Thank
mean?
you. Thank you.
Paula, what would you tell a prospective student who would ask you about the class and the teacher?
Okay, so I will say I highly recommend Mr. Andrew's class to anyone who wants to improve their speaking and listening skills. The daily 2-hour sessions encourage students to participate, to do not fear about making mistakes, because that is part of the learning process. And every time you are learning something new, like even if you are not teaching us a proper grammarly lesson, you are always teaching us something that is in our own good, and we always have something to take in every night.
Hmm. Yes, yeah, thanks. And what feedback, Irene, what feedback do you have about my teaching style or methodology?
About your teachings, the things that will stick with me will be the way you were absolutely very comfortable with us. First of all, you were comfortable with us. Some of us have very heavy accents. I'm not naming anyone, starting with me. But you were comfortable trying to listen and trying to understand absolutely what everyone was saying. And you were intentional, because every teachings that we had with you was absolutely planned. The stories, I knew absolutely they were planned, because whenever you were telling the stories, there were vocabularies. And then I knew this is intentional. Probably the stories are not very real, because they were.
Excuse me, my stories
I
are real.
don't know. I'm just saying. I really don't know.
Well,
don't know.
sometimes I incorporate a little bit of inspiring details, which really didn't happen, right?
No. I'm just saying. Okay. So, and
You're
I
a
knew.
lawyer.
So yes, I knew then that every teaching was prepared and was ahead a target, and everything resonated with me, and I learned a lot from you. Absolutely. Thank you.
Yes. You're very, very, very welcome.
Mm.
And Paula, what could I have done differently to better support your learning?
Overall, I feel very supported by you during the short course that I have. So as Irene mentioned, is sadly that we joined to the course late, because in general I think that we should have more opportunities to have like activities or assignments who provide like individual feedback just to make sure that we are actually achieving our goals and making sure that we are doing the right thing. So yeah, that's the only thing that like I felt that we should join earlier.
Yes, yeah, and Paula, you are absolutely right. You should have. I mean, no, not really. You should have joined because you had no choice, right? Because you came late. Yeah, it was not your intention either to join late, right? And so, but if you started in September, no, if you started on February, what's that? February 2nd, right? Yeah, if you started on February 2nd, you would have seen that I developed the students' communication skills like on point, like step by step. Like I interconnected a lot of activities and techniques in order to facilitate the learning of the students in terms of their speaking and listening skills. Now, but if you started in my class in September, I had so many activities that really developed Magid, Lihiu, like they were my students before. Lubab, Olga, they were my students before. Mabel, you know, and so, and in February, I mean, when I started the class in February, it was actually like because I know that the students are aware of my technique, and so I had to recreate some techniques or some methodologies just to make it a little bit different, right? And but the original Andrew Taylor is the September to February lessons. And if you, yeah, I know that you want to return to my class in September, you will see it. Okay. So yeah, no, okay. I'm gonna ask both of you the same question. What are your goals for the next term and beyond? And at the same time, I'm gonna let in some students. Okay. Okay. So the question is, Irene, what are your goals for the next term and beyond? Beyond means like in the future, right?
Okay. For the future, I think that I still need to improve speaking, because whenever I'm speaking, sometimes I feel like the problem with me is that I think in French and I want to speak in English, and that doesn't work. And whenever I'm in this class or whenever I'm talking with native people or talking with people who speaks English very well, what I do is that I'm trying to immerse myself in the English thinking, and that is my that is exactly what I want to do, and that is what I want to see myself doing in the future, being able to think in English and to speak in English. And right now my brain is not working in English. My brain works in French and after speaks in English. Yeah, that's
Yes,
exactly what I want.
and I'm here to help. So don't worry.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, what about you, Paula?
Okay, so my goal for the next term is to improve my speaking skills, particularly the ability to express complex ideas, develop clear arguments, and use advanced vocabulary effectively. I also want to become like more fluent and confident, and as you mentioned, as a Latin American person, I have like a strong accent. So I really want to improve that, and I really appreciate the way that you sometimes help us to say this is not a question, so you don't have to put the
Go ahead to go.
yes. So that was pretty good, and so yeah, I just want to keep like improving, getting better, and just in the future can be able to succeed in university studies.
Amazing. So please, Irene and Paula, please return to class, but in Avenue,
Okay.
not here. At 8:30, just stay there and wait, and I'm gonna be there, and everybody's gonna be there. Yeah, I'm gonna keep you for maybe 10 minutes, and you just say goodbye to everybody, and
Okay.
wish everybody a beautiful summer.
Okay.
Okay, 8:30 in Avenue. Okay. Okay. Bye. Yeah, you had a
Bye.
great. You have
Good
yourself
luck.
a great.
See you.
Okay. So all